Welcome, queens and goddesses. We're here with another episode of the Black Aphrodite Experience, and I'm so glad you're here with us. But before we even get started, like and subscribe us before we get started. So in the last episode, we talked about high school students and how they should be involved in after-school activities. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about college and university students and why they should be involved on on-campus activities and through their local communities. Of course, I won't do more than talking because she's not in college yet, but this will get her prepared to what she should expect. What she should expect when she go.
Maybe I shouldn't be in this episode.
No, you should be in this episode because you can get your perspective. I answer questions about college because why?
It's not going down. I was gonna slide off, but you know.
Wow. When I say being on campus and being a part of that campus life, I'm talking about like the drama club. I always keep choosing the drama club, but it's the drama clubs everywhere, okay? Drama clubs everywhere. But we got the dance team, we got the cheer team, we got sports, and we have like the presidency, honor club, of course sororities and fraternities. It's everywhere. There's groups everywhere on the campus, so it's something anybody can participate in, even if you like not a typical college student, because 25 is considered adult learners, and most times they have a job and they're not trying to be on campus, and they also are not into like partying on campus like most people. But there's also groups you could do, like being a part of a research program. Like if you're a psychology major, you might want to do a research paper so you can go to grad school or something like that. But that's also can help you be a part of being on campus, because most times the subjects and participants you choose are usually college students with you, and they usually try to use those experience to get credit for their psychology classes. And at the end, you get some participants to participate in your study. When I was in college, I participated in the women's group club. So we talk about women issues. We had bakery about equity. We did women empowerment events. I'm sorry, what else was I in? Oh, I was also the secretary for the my apartment group, and we had events there too. So like for everybody in that apartment, we created like Halloween activities, we did a little Thanksgiving, and a little something like that. I'm over here like, what else did I do besides work? Okay, I went to like a movie event. They had like movie events on campus, and they had concerts, and I participated there when I had free time, or I did not forget, because there were so many activities and you couldn't even keep count. One thing I say was beneficial was being part of a program where the local public school students in Baltimore County, they would come one Saturday in the school year to come to the campus and would participate in like classes that like current students at the university was going to teach them. So they had like a reading program, like biology, chemistry, physics, dance, meditation, a PE program. And the current students will create, the current students at the university will create a program. And for that Saturday, they will teach that class that the high schoolers, or I think they also had some middle schoolers, choose that class online, and they will come on that Saturday. We will do that activity to give them an idea of what college could be like for them, and that they do have some choice in picking these classes, not always what is listed in the criteria when you choose a major. So it is very important to become a part of so it's important to be a part of programs on campus and locally, because not only will it impact you to see, like, maybe you want to be a teacher. That program showed me that I could be a good teacher and I could work with older kids besides preschool students, which I did while getting my degrees and a little after. And it also gives you an experience to see if you want to be a researcher, if you want to do this kind of research after you get your degree, or do you want to take a different route with your degree. These programs will help you actually give you the experience, give you a reassurance to see if you really like doing something. Like, I will say the college years are the best years, also high school years, because it gives you a chance to, like, keep changing your mind. Like, one year you might like this sport, like soccer. But then the next year you say, I really want to see what dance is like. And then by senior year you say, swap that. I want to do volleyball. That's the time you get to actually change. What the hell? This gives you a chance to see if you actually like something that you thought you was passionate in, and then let you pursue it a little bit to give you like some practice. And then also, if you really like it and then you want to take it with you into the real world, or if as a high school student, like I said in the last episode, you could take it into your college years and find a group like that at your college and practice some more, and you add it to your resume. You can actually add it to your resume for college, so you can get into that college you want to get into, and you get to practice more. And even then, I'm just let you know, your 20s is still one of them times you're like, you still don't know yourself yet. It's gonna be like late 20s before you be like, okay, I got a clearer idea of what I want to do in my life, and then the rest is so fuzzy. But I'm just letting you know, even though people try to graduate at 21, I swear they graduate with a degree, but they end up still like, did I really like this degree, and can I do anything with it that I'm gonna do forever? Unless you go to grad school, because in grad school you can switch it up and change your major into something else, and then you end up being something else. But I don't see myself going to grad school anytime soon, so that was not on the table. So I'm so glad I had to use all 7 years to get my degrees, because when I came out, I had a better idea as to why I wanted to see my life played out as a career, as like just me, a period, and then my passion. See how I was able to like put all my degrees, my passions, and try to make some money, a career in one bubble, and it actually comes together. I'm like, how did I ever question that these things wouldn't even come together? It just screwed together just so magically. Magically.
Thanks for the visual.
So now that I have graduated college, I went to community college, then went to university, and came out with a degree, I can now tell Khiya and my other sister and other people who are thinking about going to college, what is it really like to be on campus and living on campus? So what kind of questions do you have or you wonder about college?
Are there a lot of parties?
Yeah, there can be a lot of parties. Okay. Other question, man. I know other questions besides parties. Like I know I say other stuff on campus, but like maybe about degrees or like changing your major more than once in one semester, or like.
Do you have to pay for community college or no?
You do if you don't get like loan, if you don't get a grant, get scholarships.
So what's the point of it being community?
Because it's cheaper than the university. And if you went to FAFSA, if you use FAFSA to get like grants, then most likely the money they give you will cover your whole expense of tuition and maybe even your books for class.
Do you get that?
I got that, and so you should be able to get that because Mom didn't get her bachelor's degree. She only got associates, and it's usually for people who have not got a bachelor. Their parents did not get bachelor's degrees, and low income. And Mom's low income, a teacher, and she only got associates. So you're still be able to get most of them, like some of them scholarships. But you also got to search for them. Like, I did not know about the senator scholarship or the governor's scholarship, and didn't know there was more than one senator that had scholarships, and you had to apply for each one. What do you see yourself doing in college, like for a possible degree?
At first I was gonna go to law school, but that's too much work, so.
So what do you think about right now? I know it can change, but just at the moment, what do you think? Now that you know law school, you can cancel out.
What is that? Pharmaceutical? That thing.
Pharmaceutical mean like the people at like
CVS.
CVS. Yes, CVS.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good field and make good money, and you don't have to deal with that many people. Only when they pick up their medicine.
Yeah.
And if they got a problem, you just say, go to your doctor. So, what made you think of that?
Well, because I like the medical field, but I can't be a doctor. That's too much work, so. Yeah.
You know, being great and everything, you got to put in work.
I'm talking about, like, a physical, like, a doctor, like, I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, I think I got an idea, but I'm just, like, maybe summarize it, and then you tell me if I'm correct.
Yeah.
You got to deal with people all the time. You gotta like remember their history, and you gotta get them shots. You gotta get them exams, like that. Too much?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can see that. Okay, and then like question about just living on campus. Do you see yourself living on campus?
No.
Not even when you get to university. Yeah. Now I can see community college you have no choice because I don't know no community college that lets you stay at the dorms. They didn't advance yet, even before the pandemic. But like this university, like, do you see yourself living on campus?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, I think it's a good experience to live on campus because you give you an idea to be a little responsible for yourself, and it can give you an idea to give you more freedom. Like, you want to hang out with your friends, you'll go. You don't have to like, alright, I'm coming back. Like, you really don't have to sit that much with your roommates unless you just stay close, which is good. But most times it's like you're in the house with strangers and you just close your door. That was me. And keep the peace because we had no expectation to become friends. Like, cordial. Like, if it's my time to clean, I clean. Your time to clean, clean. But we ain't like best friend. Like, Best friend. What happened to the dishes in 5 seconds? And then that's peer pressure. Like, when you want to study, you don't have to worry because all your friends don't live with you. So, like, when you are in the house, you're already planning to study. But if you got your roommate as a best friend, you try to get some extra sleep or some extra hours and trying to study and let's go party! Or they gotta bring their boyfriend or girlfriend to the house and like, I mean, that's nice, but y'all loud. You know, you won't have that problem with your roommates, but you can like hush it out or you just whatever because y'all ain't really friends. But if it's your best friend, like, why you gotta bring Tom here all the time? Kendra Cook came last week. But you wanted to do this. But now I'm trying to study for the big exam that's coming in 2 days. And you got Charlie, Kim, Richon, and all them here. And I'm trying to study. And y'all loud. Y'all want to have drinks and have game night. That's the only thing I decided negative about living in an apartment. And yeah, most people like, I'm just getting my own apartment and stuff. Girl, it's expensive, so you already got the tuition. Then if you don't got no family that's bringing you food, you gotta buy the food at the grocery store. You gotta get a food plan. And I'm gonna let you know, getting that food plan, girl, you gotta get that 15 plus. And when you get that 15 plus, you hardly even get go and move around. UMBC literally had hills and steps. So if I wasn't going up the hill, I had to go down the hill. If I was going up steps, I go down the steps. It was not no flat surface nowhere at that on campus. That was the workout. And then I picked up the apartment that's on the outside of the campus. So, like, to go to any class, literally down the hill. It's just a good thing I was an English major because the English major was the closest building to my apartment. So I just had to go across the street, go walk straight a little bit, and then go down like 12 steps, and the building was dead as I get out of the parking lot. But everything else, oh my God. It was like 3 or 4 levels of daggone campus from the steps. And don't be late. Oh my God. That first year, I literally didn't know where I was going. So I literally would go all the way back up the hill when I could have did a short cut and cross the street, which would have took me 5 minutes to get to the class for my last class. And I was 15 minutes late every time until somebody told me, you know, you could just like, from this building, just go down the step one more time, cross the street, and here is the building. What? I literally went to I literally could have did that the whole time, and I kept missing the daggone morning exam. I'm like, y'all tell me that now if we already like 2 months into the semester. Like, I could have used this like the first week. But that's college for you. Never know, especially if you don't want a big campus. So, like, when you thinking about, are you even thinking about any like universities eventually after like community college, or if you're able to get full ride? What university would you think you would want to do or go?
I want to go to HBCU. They seem fun.
Yeah, I can see that. You know any?
I mean, I know some, but I don't know if I want to go there.
Which ones are those?
I mean, there's Howard and there's Morgan.
Well, we saw Bowie is a HBCU. Duke in North Carolina is a HBCU. Eastern Shore is a HBCU. Compton is a HBCU. So there's literally like 5 in nearby. And you go to North Carolina, just use one of our uncles or aunts' address. That's it. and you'll be in state. Yeah, that's a secret right there. You know somebody living in that place? Move there. You already got family there. Like, that's the best place to go. So where your family's at? Would you like to, like, a big campus, a little campus?
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't thought that far. No. So she got a couple more years to think about that. Because, like, after this school year and next year, she going to have to be working on, like, SATs and the PSATs.
No, PSATs this year.
Oh, we can redo it again. Or the ACTs. Yeah, that's the other one. She got to worry about those exams to, like, get her score up. Why do you do that?
Because I have to take the little place.
She just realized she got to do that test.
How am I going to take that on my... That is...
It is a hard life for people these days. I'm so glad I'm at school. Sorry. Well, we talked a lot about, like, activities to do on campus, but I didn't say that much about being around campus, how that can help you choose, like, finding your passion and, like, exploring your passion. Like, local, like, if you want to be in the government, then you will, like, this year is campaign year, so, like, we have a lot of campaigns for the senators, for people, for your state representatives. Like, this would be a great time as a college student in high school to like, come to events, help get your community to, like, campaign for that, for your support or for your campaign party. And they will do it around their city or will do it around campus, and they will host events. And usually, if enough people, enough involvement, those representatives will actually come to the school and talk to you about, like, their issues, why you should support them in running. You get to learn more about them when you come to those kind of events. Also, like I did as a teacher for that Saturday program we had for the Baltimore public schools system, you get to, like, interact with the community to see, like, maybe after you can graduate, you might want to, like, stay there a little longer and work in the field. And then when you go to, like, work placement jobs or, like, career events that happens on campus usually every semester at least once or twice, you get to actually know the people. You get to get a word up because, like, you know somebody who actually live in that community or live on campus and they grew up in that area. They could easily be like, I go to school with so and so, and I took this class with them, so I know they're so great in so and so subject, and I know they will do perfect in this job field, so you should definitely hire them. Getting the word up will definitely help you get job interviews these days. Yeah. I said yeah. But yes, this being a part of the community, and then you actually learn about other events that's in local. Like, I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, for my whole 4 years while I was at the University of Baltimore. I'm over here like, girl, you made me lose my train of thought. Cause I'm like, would you kill a fire before you? No. At the UMBC. So they had, like, a book club. They had, like, fair for, like, writers and, like, people in the community. And, like, it was, like, 10 minutes away from campus. So being a part of that event, I would actually be able to, like, meet other authors from the area. And then give me a chance to, like, when I actually get my own book out, and I'm ready to, like, go put it out there in the public, I don't know, like, at least one place that I can go to that support, like, writers like me, especially, like, writers of color. And that's one place I actually will host my events or like really sell books at when the time comes. Because now I know like every year around the springtime they always have like new writers from the area or just from the state of Maryland to come to those events to like talk about their book and sell. So now, because I've been to that school and I actually try to figure out what kind of activities they did around the campus, not just inside the campus, but also just the community in itself. I know at least one spot that can like venture out and like sell books at because people support people in that area. So when you go to college, Khiya, definitely look out for like pharmaceutical jobs in Baltimore or in any school. Like if you want to be in the pharmaceutical business, Baltimore is excellent because like Johns Hopkins is it's already one of the top schools in the U.S. already. That's where they do most of their research. They have a lot of rating, and it gives you a chance to like if you do a research where it's like very impactful, they'll pay for you to travel to different states or overseas to talk about their research. So if you think about the medical field or just pharmaceutical, definitely think of schools in Baltimore. Okay. And it's also in state for us, so that will help you out. So me and Khiya have a question for you. Are you involved on campus? Are you thinking about being part on campus, or are you wondering how or things that you're interested in and how could you find those kind of things around your campus or in the community that you go to school at? Definitely write to us in the comments because like we'll definitely answer it for you and give you advice on how you can link up with people who can give you a leg up in the work field once you get out of college, because we are in a pandemic right now. A lot of us just scrambling to figure out what are we going to do when the world opens up again. If you like this episode, definitely like and subscribe to us and get ready for the next episode. See ya!